All right, we're recording.
I'm coming into Guilford, I live 20 minutes away, let's not forget, he said.
We can start without him.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Okay, we are gonna start and when you get here. No, it's fine. Okay, go ahead. Okay, go ahead.
Since Mike doesn't have an agenda in front of him, you want to run it, Dale?
All right, yeah, Chair is officially absent, but he's here, he's on speakerphone, so we're gonna start the Town of Sangerville Board of Selectmen Emergency Meeting, beginning at 4:25 on Tuesday, July 23rd. Do we wanna just
Forgo
ask,
that.
we're gonna forego the Pledge of Allegiance. We did have a couple warrant articles on here, but we're gonna pass on those. Table them.
Correct, yep.
So we're gonna move right straight to old business, so we can get this done, and that's paving.
Okay, we get numbers from Roundy this afternoon. I had hoped for more details, because when he was talking this morning, Ben Roundy came and saw Big Peters Road. He spoke to both Seth and I. He had 3 or 4 different ideas, but he did not recommend not reclaiming McFeeters. And he recommended 2 inches of shim and 1.5 inches of overlay.
So he's reclaiming, you mean 2-inch binder, basically.
Binder, yes, base, binder.
Base, whatever, same term, however you
Whichever
want.
term you.
Correct.
I just spoke to his wife. She said that the prices quoted here are all for the 12.5. If he thought maybe you'd want to do the 2-inch base as the 19, it would be $2.50 cheaper per ton.
250?
250, okay.
I believe that's.
So,
Mike, are you hearing okay?
I can hear everything.
Okay, I just making sure I had you in the right spot, that's all.
so $2.50 less if he uses the 9mm.
Yeah, but she also said, make sure that you're going to do the overlay in the next year or two, otherwise you've wasted your money.
Correct.
And because the 19mm has bigger rock in it, it'll break down if you don't cover it. It makes a strong base, but you gotta cover it
Okay.
so that it doesn't
Okay.
get water damage.
That was one of my questions, because on none of this did he write 12.5.
Right, I gave him the specs that you guys had sent out earlier.
Okay.
So all he saw was the 12.5. No, I'm sorry.
No problem. No problem. I had just got home.
Oh my
That's the
God.
way it works, so I figured.
I'm sorry.
Made a good time, I'll give you
Yeah,
credit.
I did, yeah.
We haven't hauled you off,
But
that's
then there were
good.
no cops through there.
Exactly.
I didn't know you lived 20 minutes away.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I live on the south end of Parkman, so.
Yeah, actually, I know where you live, I just didn't appreciate how far.
20 minutes, give me credit, right?
Yeah.
So I gave Ben these numbers that are right up here,
The specs
with the specs.
that everybody else had.
But have you talked to him since this
He sent you
morning?
the
He
thing,
sent,
right?
he
Okay,
did, he
alright.
did, but I was just telling them that we talked maybe about doing the 19mm
Yep.
base. That's not in the quote. It would be $2.50 cheaper than the 12.5. What else? I talked to B&B today. They were adamant that you don't want to just shim and overlay. They said that's a Band-Aid, you'll regret it
Right.
within a year or two.
Right.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah, with regard to B&B, I got a contact from Seth Days.
I spoke
He
to
was
Dave
really
today.
Helpful. I talked to him specifically about reclaiming. I just said, can you educate me? And one of the things, basically, I came away from if you can reclaim, in his opinion, you should. There are instances where you can't. He just described almost exactly like what we were dealing with on the Silver Mills Road last year. But one of the things that he brought up that I hadn't really considered is you kind of get an opportunity to re-engineer the road. You get to re-crown it, you can fix the grade, and he said they do all that. So that was something that I wasn't really appreciating with regard to reclaiming. He also said that if we had areas that needed more material, you could use recycled asphalt in lieu of gravel. He said it's less money. So those are things that I learned from him with regard to that. So
That's good.
Yep. And Haley's has reclaiming now too.
They have reclaimed asphalt?
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Route 15.
It's like, what'd you say?
Oh, Route
Yeah.
15, oh,
Yeah.
there you go, they got it all?
I think some of it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like $18 a yard though. So, it's up there.
Whoa,
That's not cheaper.
No, it's not, unless they get it somewhere else.
all right, wow.
But yeah, it's $18 a yard.
Oh my
I've had a
gosh.
couple other people mention that too, going in front of the grinder with that stuff. I don't know how that'll work, but it might work good. I don't know.
B&B may have another source.
They might.
They might, yeah.
So that's a question.
Well, and I heard, I mean, I don't know what's available down there now, but I know there was a time for that, like the Garland pit. I know when they were doing jobs, you could haul your hot top in, haul your gravel out.
yeah.
They were using as a staging area, and that's what they was doing is coming in with some kind of grinder occasionally and
That's right.
grinding the pile.
I know.
So I'm assuming that, I don't know how that whole process works, but, so some of these local pits must be kind of tying onto that same way.
Yeah, they probably do.
So did B&B say anything about, as far as pricing, are they still the same, or?
They are. I talked to them about pricing. They are crazy busy.
Okay.
They think if, you know, even if they don't get this bid, that they've got lots of other,
Okay.
He did say to me he thought he could knock off Silver's Mills pretty easily for us, but I don't know if that's changed.
well, he didn't say that to me, and I talked to him today.
Okay. I thought the last week.
Yeah, I know,
You see
so,
his price for Silver Mills? Yeah,
Yeah.
his is the most expensive.
right. That's the issue.
How did
I,
Roundy's come in?
Good.
Roundy's came in, it should be right there on the last page.
Last one,
Aha, okay.
They
There
came
we
in,
go.
they came in very well. My only concern is that we've been chasing them for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, that's, what, this morning,
Well,
when, yeah, well, go ahead,
My thought is, we have the Silver Mills ready to go right now.
right, put 'em.
They are the cheapest.
Yep.
We've never used them, but what better place to try them? You could actually, there you go, start tomorrow, get it done.
Right,
And you're gonna get a feel of what they do, how they do it,
exactly, yeah.
and how quick they can respond.
I had talked to her today and she talked like they could even maybe do the reclaim and everything within the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's what
If
they were
we
telling
decided
me.
to go that way.
Well, the only thing is the problem is we gotta get Silver's Mills done, we gotta get to running
Right,
out
right.
of money before we can
Right.
have enough money to do all this.
Well, that's what I had told her. I told her that he had said that he thought he could get up here and get Silver's Mills done within the next couple of weeks, he said. He said, I'm quite sure we could fit that right in. He said, but after that, I'm not sure. Well, she had talked to a couple other people and he even said that maybe even that part of it he could, so.
Okay.
I'm just saying, the hot top, and yeah, he said he could get right up on it.
I mean, what do we need for a notice for emergency town meeting,
Emergency town meeting?
or a special town meeting?
Oh,
7 days, I
yeah,
think.
Is it 7 days?
that sounds right.
So
I
I
think
mean,
so.
that's all we need.
Yeah.
We just need to get get to a point financially that we need to have that.
Right.
So,
So, what's Randy's availability to do the Silver Mills Road? Do we know that?
Couple weeks.
Seth just said,
Yeah, within a couple of weeks, he said.
Is that the best of everybody in terms of availability?
It's right in there with everybody else. When I talked to B&B, they're really talking the end of August. Pikes wouldn't even give us a timeline. Wellman's had said mid to late August, but I didn't call them because Seth, you said you'd.
Yeah, I talked to, the road commissioner and Dexter, and he told me nothing but bad things about him, so.
oh,
And I talked to the town manager who said there,
It's getting pretty obvious, isn't it?
yeah, who said there was an issue, but
Well, I mean, my concern is, I don't know if anybody's used Roundy's for the volume that we're talking about doing, but somebody's gotta, we gotta do
yeah,
something.
jump in, yeah.
And the price point is still, they are the cheapest, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I talked to the Dexter town manager, he said they had a few issues with Wellman, he wasn't as upset as the road commissioner, still. But he also said that, this guy this Roundy, used to work for Wellman,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
and he didn't know anything about Roundy. He said they were going with a company called Hopkins, and I said I hadn't even heard of them, they're out of Herman/Bangor.
and that's one thing I've noticed about paving, is you're starting to see a lot more from further away coming north.
Yeah.
They all want a piece of that pie.
Oh, yeah.
And this year, where the state is not doing so much, you have an awful lot more people that are looking for more work, so,
Yeah.
than normal. But
Did you get a cell number for Ben Roundy this morning?
Not for Ben, no.
No, cause
I don't think he does much of the phone stuff, I don't think. I think she does most of it.
that is what worries me, the communication between the
Oh,
two.
yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
you
I know.
you scheduled
Yeah.
3 or 4 different appointments,
Yeah,
and you
3.
thought she was coming.
that's
And-
not that, yes, it's a gamble, but that's the number for Silver's Mills, for Roundy's.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yep. Yeah, these are all Silver's Mills right here, because I can't do it with the spreadsheet that I like them. Yeah, so these are the numbers. And,
Bernie,
Yes,
under reclaim, he has town grader. What is that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was it?
Yes, apparently they don't have a grader available, I guess, so I just told them that wasn't a problem, that we could do it.
Okay.
Cause they're talking with Parkman as well, and they're trying to work it out to do them both at the same time, cause I told them that I would use our grader for both.
Okay. What do you think the additional grader fee is gonna be?
Oh, that's not gonna be one just a day, I can't imagine. Just,
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, because his
You
price
just
isn't
shape it
any
up when they
different
get
for
done.
reclaiming without providing a grader than those who do. So that's what I just was wondering.
here's the
Right.
deal, they aren't doing the reclaiming, they hire it
Yeah,
out.
they are.
Oh, okay.
so it may even be that whoever they hired out to is
Yeah.
gonna do the whole thing, grade it and
They
everything
find
else.
that that's most of them, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah, I
the
don't know,
reclaimer.
that I don't know.
So Seth, typically when a company comes in and reclaims, do they do the grading and everything else?
Yes.
They do the whole
Yeah,
job,
they do a
The
little
whole
bit.
process.
the whole process?
Yeah, that way it gets rolled back in the way it should.
Right, the way they want it, because they're gonna be paving it.
Right.
Yeah, like B&B
You
said,
can say
said
they
they
do that,
reclaim,
right.
grade, and compact.
Okay, so then there is the next question, as far as who can, even if Roundy's can pay for us the soonest, who can we get to reclaim? I mean, is that
Right.
a
Right, but
big?
that's the next step, we gotta get through Silver's Mills.
No, I understand that, so, I mean, maybe
Yeah,
should we just
exactly.
concentrate on Silver's Mills right now at the?
Today, I
Okay.
think we should,
Okay,
I mean, cause we can't, honestly, we can't false promise money to pave that you don't have.
Right.
okay, so,
You know, the only thing I think we're gonna approve today is Silver's Mills.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully.
okay,
Cause I mean, am I correct in thinking that we actually need to have that special town meeting before we can approve paving for McVeeters?
It's possible. We will know that when we're done with Silver's Mills
Okay.
Road, but it's certainly possible. So we can't
Let's see,
Yeah.
assume we won't.
if you do 35, that leaves you 215-ish.
Are all our bills in on McFeeters? Are we up to date?
We're getting there, we have a warrant we haven't approved, we tabled tonight.
Okay.
So here's what I can tell you with that actually. We've used our, we have 4,800 left in our, equipment contractor line. And we've basically used up our
That's where we would pull.
Our public
grading
works
out of it.
person. No, grading, you have 40, wait a minute, grading, hold on, it's right here.
So what comes out of that 4,800 line, I guess is it?
I've been using the dump trucks and for hauling things.
No, that's fine.
Bailey Construction has been coming out of the, public works, Wade personnel
Okay,
line. That one we've used pretty well up. We've got $770, but that's including what you've got sitting here.
Okay, okay.
Okay, for grading, you have, 5,500 left. But remember, you probably wanna grade at the end of the.
Correct, we need that for grading in the fall.
In the fall.
I don't wanna touch that
You've
for
used
something else.
45. You've used
Correct.
45. And then contractors, right now you have 4,800
Correct.
left.
If we have a special, we can get money for grading too.
You could, if we need it.
Sounds like we might wanna do the boat launch road.
Well, a load, how much is a load of gravel, Seth?
We don't wanna grade that, Mike.
We wanna do something to it. Maybe
Yeah, I know.
cut the grass.
It's just load of gravel or,
Yeah, there's a big puddle at your end.
yeah.
Okay, so that's
$90.
90?
Yeah, plus you gotta pay to have a haul, but that's
Right.
what the gravel cost,
So 200-300 you could,
How many yards is that, Seth?
12.
12.
right? I mean,
So-
a truck is 10,
69 something.
yeah, 6905, 69.
Um,
6901, excuse me.
I know it was something.
So, you could potentially get Silver's Mills done, the reclaim, and have enough for that first layer, but you aren't going to have enough to do that last layer of 1.5 inches. You just,
Yeah, but I don't believe they're gonna wanna do they probably wouldn't wanna do the basement.
No.
Yeah, you come back in 2 weeks, do the rest.
no,
No, in 2 weeks, no.
no,
I mean, that's what I'm saying is,
you need to keep
We'd
it
have to get
moving.
that
I
all
would
approved
think you would
before
want
we
that.
say we're gonna pay it.
well, and I don't know if you really wanna reclaim grade it and have people driving on it and then put the base down either. I mean, you kinda, that's a sequence of, when you grade that to grade,
Right.
you wanna get that binder on there next. You don't really want everybody traveling on that, more than they have to.
Well, if you look at Roundy's estimate, they're under what you've got. Now, that's no guarantee, but they're, you'd still be having to go to town meeting, I would think, just to,
Well, because I mean, we have other work we have to do. I mean.
we do, and you have like $4,000 or $5,000,
Correct, I mean,
yeah.
we haven't talked at all about next year's projects and what culverts need to be done for next year, and
Yeah.
things like that.
And that's what we should be looking ahead to on the
Correct.
laptop situation and start getting that going now. so
Correct.
We're not in this situation.
That's right.
And,
Almost in the-
We should be prepping next year, not worrying
Yeah,
about
that's
this year.
right, that's right.
and Seth, after that massive downfall, I mean, your ditching obviously worked great, on, and of course,
Until
there were no
the
culverts.
driveways.
Right, so where are we with that? I mean, what are we doing with that? Who's,
You just got
Yeah,
to,
put culverts in.
you still have to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that still has to be done, so as far as you're finishing the work on McFeeters, we're not even done
We're not done.
cost-wise, as far as
Not
prepping the
quite,
road?
no.
Okay, okay,
And It's gonna take a few more culverts, and I don't know what you guys wanna do about, there's a few that don't have culverts that are gonna need them. And
But there's,
normally they're supposed to buy the first one, and
Mhm.
that's not gonna make people real happy, but.
yeah, how do you do that, with an existing driveway, and then we say you want a culvert,
Right.
we want culverts in these driveways, and they've never had one? Do we tell them they have to put a culvert in, or,
Well, there has to be a culvert put in.
There has to be.
Right,
There has to be,
right.
yeah. Now that we've dished it, it
Right.
absolutely has to
I
be.
don't think
Right.
we've ever run into that before.
I don't have the answer.
do you have any experience with that, as far as knowing, like, with Parkman?
Just put them in.
You just put them in?
Yeah.
Just put them in,
You gotta
because
put
the
them in,
road
yeah.
needs to be, yeah. Do you have an idea of how many, there are no culverts?
We're gonna need at least 6 culverts on the south side, and I haven't even checked this side yet. That one driveway,
But some of them are there and we have to
exactly.
replace
Oh,
them
yeah,
anyway.
yeah,
of them
most
are.
on the south side.
Right, the
Yeah.
ones on the right, the first one, there's already one there. The next from there up, in fact, there isn't any.
So Rick Pellerin and
Right.
Kevin
Right.
and
And the one
Joyce.
Rick Pellerin and Kevin's trailer, that's gonna be really long, cause there's no sense to put a, if you see what I mean, the driveways are so close that you might as well just put it all.
Oh, I
in
see,
rather
I
than-
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that the ditching you did is amazing, you know, as far as, it should solve their
Yeah.
basement problems.
It should absolutely solve that.
Yes, yes, so, okay. So there's more money that we haven't even, that, before we even
Right.
start paving McFeeters, so, okay,
That's a fair chunk.
yeah, it
That's a
is,
lot of culvert work.
yeah,
And there's a lot of culvert work, that's
Yeah.
for sure. And the culverts themselves are probably not gonna be cheap. If we put galvanized culverts in there,
mhm.
which I think.
How many feet, and we're putting on 20 foot, no. How many feet are we doing in a driveway? Foot,
30.
30-foot culverts? Whoa.
Even on those super shallow ones, still gonna be that long.
Well, there's one or two that we could just put one in.
Well, sorry.
Like the one that goes up into that little trailer thing that's for sale. That-
Right,
That's not very wide right now, so.
right. Okay,
But yeah, yeah, there's only gonna be 2 other ones that are 30s. And then we'll get them long ones that we're gonna have to stretch over. And the other guy in that first house wanted me to give him a price on a culvert, cause he wants another one put in above him for a driveway to park his cars up on the lawn.
Which,
Mr. Martin's, at the
Right in the
Martin's,
corner, yeah.
right here at the
Oh,
corner.
Martin's,
Right in
okay.
the corner, yeah. Martin's, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah,
yep,
yeah, he wants a culvert up above there to get up and, I told him he'd have to pay for it, so.
yeah, oh, yeah.
So
Just,
when you say that, as far as the one that's between Kevin's trailer and stuff, how much longer is that gonna make that whole culvert by making that one instead of keeping it separate?
It's gonna make it probably 10 feet longer.
So it needs 10 feet longer, plus more gravel, more fill,
Alright.
more.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's gonna be that extra 10 feet.
and the galvanized ones they come in those lengths, so you don't put collars on them, do
You
you?
do put
You do
collars
put
on.
collars, oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
You can get a 20 and a 10.
okay, I didn't know that,
right.
okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
they come all different lengths, I guess.
Yeah, that's why, I was wondering whether it's you buy it to length and don't put
Right.
connectors, collars.
I've never bought one longer than 20, but maybe they make them.
Well, and going down the road, I mean, then you gotta get it here somehow.
Right,
Last time I went down, 20 was the longest
I know.
I see down at Paris Farm, I don't know.
yeah,
I
that's
know.
usually what they keep.
Probably you could,
Probably order them, yeah.
Okay, so that's, okay, so we definitely are gonna have to go to the town.
the other piece on that too, though, is on the reclaim piece, the only spot I see in that road that I worry about is when you go past where we all talked that time, when you get down the dip, and you're starting up that little bit of grade before you get to that power line, we've already got, well, because somebody cleaned the hot top off, but we already know there's rock up through the center of that.
No, I know.
So
That's all the ditches were, so I'm sure that's what it is.
that section of road, I don't know what your thoughts are, but I don't see how they're gonna reclaim that if you got rock all the way to the top of your hot top.
I don't know. I guess that's their problem.
They won't reclaim it.
Well, they did some nasty ones on,
Did they? I mean, when they were here before, they told us they hit rock, they lift it.
yeah.
That was Pike,
The reclaimer can't do rock, they come up.
Yep.
Maybe that's because they learned that when they was with us. Yeah, they was constantly changing teeth over there. Yeah, yeah. That guy, he wouldn't go 100 feet and they'd have to stop and change him. Yeah, they weren't very happy.
is that on the other end of McFeeters or somewhere
No,
else,
that
somewhere
was
else?
over on
Okay.
Cordell, yeah.
Well, that's
Okay.
why, I mean, I don't know, I mean, you're gonna pay the reclaimer, you're not gonna get it reclaimed, you're gonna pay it, but you're not gonna get that section.
Right,
Cause as soon as they start hitting those rocks, they're gonna lift.
oh, yeah, yeah, maybe. I would think if they're gonna skip that much, they'll give you that much.
Oh, it seems like they should, I mean, cause it's by square
It's by
yards,
square yards,
yeah.
Circle
mean-
square yard.
So we'll go out and measure it and we'll measure
Right, so
what
you're
they,
paying, I mean, they set that at one, what I'm saying, they said, I don't know what they're gonna do, what you talk to them, whether it's 6 inch, 12, but
Right,
they set that reclaimer and they come up through, if they hit a rock, they come up, hit a rock, they come up, or get down. So if you're hitting rocks, it's still the same square footage, you're still gonna pay the same amount, you're just not getting that
the
depth,
depth, aha, I see
which
what
is
you're
what
saying,
you're
I see what
trying
you're
to
saying,
do.
I see.
Cause you don't get the depth, you're not gonna get.
Sure.
Right.
Well, I mean, that's the section there, you know.
Seth,
Yes,
Seth, is it worth doing a little exploratory there and see what that rock amounts to?
oh, I know what it amounts to, it was all through the ditch here too. It's just
Yeah.
rock after rock after rock, right up through that section he's talking about.
Yeah, like a rock wall.
Yeah, that's why the road looks like it does.
Yeah.
Frost moves it all over.
Yeah.
Can we haul gravel in? I know that adds to your expense, but
It's not gonna change the point, the rocks are still gonna be underneath it, it'll look good
But
for a
still-
few years. Those rocks are still gonna,
Oh, yeah.
they're still gonna do the same thing.
yeah, eventually. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The frost is gonna push them.
Oh, it, you're not gonna fix anything for forever.
No. No.
I mean, we can try, but.
I mean, as far as, is that what we're all kinda thinking, is this one?
Yep.
Sorry, Mike.
Well, no, but.
We were
it
playing,
seems like there's only one that's available if we're making timeliness the key criteria.
correct.
So it's pretty much a fait accompli, which may be good, we get to try them out.
Well, they are the cheapest.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, so all signs basically are, if I'm
Yep.
looking at it's all rounding.
Actually, Woman's a little cheaper, but.
Where, on Silver's Mills?
Or both.
Yeah, but you know what?
Not
Seth?
per ton.
Not per ton, because the Wellman's quoted for
quoted
four
less.
Oh, you guys know
eighty-five.
what tons, okay, I see.
Well, he's seven,
I do, because
70,
if you-
10,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those other numbers
For
are
you,
guesses.
Right, yeah.
Yep, Roundy's is 70, Wellman's is $70.10, but Wellman's also only bid on
What's Walker's
400.
availability?
Pardon me? What do you say?
Wellman
He said,
said
he said, yeah, middle of August.
mid to late
Yeah,
August.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
Roundy's could get to
Which
it,
means after Labor Day.
Oh, at least, yeah, at
Yeah.
least.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's really, now, we're assuming that Roundy can do what he says he's gonna do, but we really need someone to get in there the first half of August and knock it off.
Yeah,
Right.
We need an approval tonight, one way or another, then get on the phone and say, hey,
That's
it's
right.
yours.
It's yours.
And honestly, we kinda, if Parkman is having conversation and we have the same road commissioner, I'm hoping they're seeing a little bit of urgency and the pressure of getting this done, because
Right, as
if
an
this
example of
passes,
their
you're going
work.
forward, if you
Right.
don't, you're not, I mean.
Right, and I think that should be part of the
It's a
conversation.
great way to try it.
I think so too.
So,
Yep, wait,
I would support that.
Alright, so are we okay to make a motion? We ready for that?
yep, I am.
I am.
Alright, so you wanna do it? You want me to do it?
I'll make a motion to award Roundy's, the, paving contract for Silver's Mills Road. Do I need to state any of the numbers? No?
I don't think so. Second. Need a vote?
How are you voting, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes. I can't see your hand up.
Yeah, Bridie, I approve that motion. I don't
Okay.
know that I'm allowed to, so you have a quorum, but you
Okay.
can list however whatever's proper.
Okay, I'll check that out, make,
Yeah.
list it the way it should be.
okay,
You can list it as 2-zip and he's officially not here, or, I
Right.
mean, he's here, so we all know for his consensus of
Right.
what we're doing,
Yep,
Yeah.
so.
If I'm allowed to vote, I vote, yeah, to
Okay.
support that motion.
Okay.
okay, so that's it, right, for,
well, when you sent me out to look for Phil Curtis and talked about Silver's Mills, I got some emails back from, Pete Coughlin, and I got lists of what should be in a contract, so I think when we talk to them, we want things like the construction of the hot mix asphalt shall be carried on only when the surface on which the material is to be placed is dry, and when the atmospheric temperature is above 45 and rising, and all paving will be completed by, and they have a grade in as October 15th, but we could pick a date, I think.
I'm not saying I disagree with that, but I'm telling you the state don't use that. Because the state paved last year the same time we did, so
Oh, I know
everything,
none of them use that, but
that's what.
I I guess it gives you more of a leg to stand on when you have an issue down the road.
I know, but my thing is, he was in a position representing what the state
And
does.
didn't.
And he's
And-
telling us to do well
Yeah.
more and above than what the state does.
No.
That's, I'm not saying it's right or wrong, or whether I wanna use it or I don't, but I just find that kinda interesting,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean,
It's almost,
and then
don't do as I, don't do as I do, do as I
Do
say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Alright,
I don't know enough about it to know anything when it comes to that, but.
well, I have to sign it, so.
right, right. So, do you write the contract? Or do they write the contract and we
It looks,
sign it?
looks to me like last year they sent you a page that looks much like the quote, and you,
Okay.
and you both signed
Yeah.
the
Like
bottom
this?
of it, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and you signed the
Okay.
bottom,
Alright,
Yeah, it's not like a bidded job
Right.
spec quote.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So for Silver's Mills, should we, I mean,
They're gonna-
in a beautiful world, we'd wanna say, we want it done before October and all that, but, I mean, they indicated that
Couple weeks is what he said.
Couple weeks.
Or the bill, actually, we could put that in the contract, you have 30 days
to get on it,
to get it done.
right? Do you
I
think
mean,
that's?
they're saying 2 weeks.
Right?
We
Right,
say, we're gonna, you know, if
Yeah,
we get
give
this
them
done for
leeway.
us, we need this done as soon as possible,
Right.
but, you
yeah,
know.
I think that's,
30 days.
and I mean, the temperature parameter for August, we probably don't, we're good there.
Does it get too hot to pave? I don't know.
I don't think
It
so.
wasn't too hot to pave Saturday, I don't think.
Okay.
we'll have to worry-
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my word, we're that off.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's
So we
good,
good?
yes?
Well, let's see, I need to talk to Seth about salt, because if we're going to go with the state, I have to have it in by the,
Do we have, got anything yet as far as sand bids?
no, I will take care of that tomorrow. I have the folder right here
Actually, and I didn't realize this, but,
with me.
I didn't realize Herrick does sand too. He's
Yep.
never put in a bid for the town. I don't know what he charged, I just heard that name, so I didn't know if you knew that, that's all.
I do know that.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
I don't know where he gets the sand, I can find out though.
No, I heard he did Monstons this year.
Yeah, you might have some stolen, right now out there.
Oh, yeah.
You might still have some out there.
And maybe a lot, I mean, when the gravel vein's gone, there's probably a lot of sand, good
That's
sand
right.
up through there.
That's right.
And he has access to a lot of those pits up through there.
Will you call on the salt and see what you get for a price, because we have to have it into the state by the 26th, so
Did you find the name of who we did last time?
it was, yes, but I can't,
That's fine. I need to know, as long as you guys
It
know
wasn't
who to
the-
call, that's all.
Right, it wasn't the state,
It
it was.
wasn't the
it was-
state.
yeah.
Right,
Okay,
because we got it cheaper.
right,
So,
right.
yeah, I think so,
I just
Yeah.
didn't remember,
yeah, it was, I felt.
yeah,
so.
okay.
He usually uses this pretty good, and when you call him, he's right here.
That's great, that's good.
Yeah, so how am I gonna know?
You're just gonna call him and get a price from him, he's gonna have an idea what he's gonna charge you,
Okay,
and then we'll just decide if he's,
Yeah,
what you wanna do.
okay,
And if,
yeah, he used you guys real good.
Yeah.
Last year. I think it's probably because you get a lot more,
right,
okay,
so, I mean, I'm comfortable with, if we've already used him once and he did really good, if he comes back in and gives us a good price, I wouldn't see why
Yeah,
we wouldn't wanna
yeah.
use him again.
Okay.
Absolutely.
okay.
So,
Then I guess I am done as well.
So, is Bridie calling Roundies? Is that how it works, or does Seth? Seth?
but I'll call him right when I leave.
Okay,
That would be great. That'd
call
be great.
them, call them, get us,
Contact, like reliable contact information.
get us, get a cell number if you
It's his
can.
wife, I'm telling you, it's the best one.
Okay, I got that number. In the contract, we want, 30 days to complete.
Yeah.
And obviously the specs, which we've laid out.
Yeah,
And the specs on Silver's Mills, nobody is,
well, it's
It's
point A
all-
to point B, and it's
yeah.
so wide, and it's inch and a half,
Exactly.
and,
exactly, so there's no problems there.
And is it
12.5?
12.5? 12.5.
12.5, yes.
Okay, okay.
There's no
So as
problems
long as
there.
you know all that.
point A to point
and-
B is the important part,
that's right.
that's where we,
Yeah.
And did you go up to Silver's Mills with him, or did he just go
No,
look on
he
his own?
stopped on the way, I told him where it was.
Okay,
He was pretty familiar with the area.
Okay.
I
Okay,
guess they're right out of Newport, so.
Yep, they're out of Newport.
All right, so make motion to adjourn,
second,
all in favor?
All in favor?
He's going to supper.
All right.
okay, thank you,
And it's-
Bye.
enjoy.